Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your 12/12 portal reading. Sorry, it took me a while to actually publish this one, but yeah, I had quite a busy day. Eventful in terms of the energies and in terms of my CGD surrounding as well. Hopefully it's been productive for you as well. Either from something you learned or something that happened in your life. So what I'm gonna do today, I've got a couple of oracle decks here. I've got my Hermitary cards to pull some messages between the twins, and I've got my tarot decks to actually see what's happening with the energies, what are the challenges as we get to this 12/12 portal, and you know, what is the spirit guidance basically for the twin flame journey for the twins. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Whispers of the Oceans. I'm gonna pull a card for each of the twins to get a sense of what's currently happening, what's the theme. What is the theme of this 12/12 portal for each of the twins? First for Divine Feminines and then for Masculines. We still do have a few astrological events. We have the full moon, we have Venus going retrograde, we have winter solstice on the 21st. So yeah, and this is kind of a summarizing portal out of all the portals that we have throughout the year, right? So it's very much into, you know, what, depending on the seeds you sowed, the kind of the work you put in, right, the intentions you set, and now you're kind of like seeing the fruits of your labor. As I'm saying, and I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles card, you know, depending on how well you took care of your garden, you know, your journey, your space, you know, now you're seeing the results basically, and it can play out very different ways in your life. Okay, so for Divine Feminine, what do we have? We have resilience, actually, card number 1. There is no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. So I was just saying that it might look very different, you know, depending on how the energies were playing out, the dynamic in your twin flame journey. But yeah, it looks like somebody needed to hear that you have the resilience, you have the stamina, you have what it takes to handle what's happening and to move things around if it's not the outcome and the events that you're expecting at this time. And I mean, I know we ultimately expect the union, right? We expect the bliss of being with our twin flame, but you know, there's still steps before that and certain milestones and expectations that you set for yourself. Okay, for Divine Masculines, I've got Take a Note, number 22. It's a master number. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. So, Divine Masculines are getting the message, do not miss the opportunity. It's somewhere within your reach, right? You're being shown certain things. Just make sure you pay attention and you don't miss it. Okay, let's move to the tarot. Let's see what's happening with Divine Feminine energy right now. I've got Keepers of the Light with me as well, so it's gonna be fun. Have some fun. The last portal of the year, come on, you guys. Hope everybody's doing great, by the way. Thank you very much for supporting my channel. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment below the video. It really helps me circulate this message with more people. Wow, the Star. And the connection, please. I just realized as I was setting up for this reading that I promised to do more videos with my Christmas tree. So yeah, I'll come back to that next week. Oh wow, have Temperance and 8 of Wands. I like that actually. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. It's passion and approaching the situation with passion. So that's the important part for the twins right now. don't lose your passion. You know, like Queen of Wands are about fire, about the flame. Keep that flame lit in your soul, like within you. Each of the twins is supposed to do that for themselves, and even in the darkest times, to be able to use that inner flame to light the path for yourself, to get yourself out of the shadow. Let's clarify Two of Swords for Divine Feminines. Alright, it's the Star. For Divine Masculines, we have the Star. Please clarify the Star. It's interesting. Sorry guys, they just keep jumping out. We have the Chariot and Eight of Wands. And for the connection, we have Temperance and Eight of Wands. Please clarify for the connection. Temperance and Eight of Wands. I have a few major arcanas here, which is pretty cool. Yes, and the Judgment card. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. You know, so be true to yourself and to your passion, to what you are about, what is the true authentic self, right? In these portals you get reminded, and I must say that the further you are on the path, so the portal is one of those times where the energy is exaggerated, but even without it, generally, so as you progress further on your path, you actually get a faster feedback loop on what you kind of send out to the universe and what comes back around. Yeah, so that's another reminder of that, you know, it's like a karmic loop. So be true to yourself. If you're not, then it will just result in some negative karma coming your way. That's how we are. We have certain responsibility, not just for ourselves, you know, like generally speaking people have, but we also have responsibility to others, because we are light workers, we are multidimensional beings, and we're here with a mission. Okay, so Divine Feminines, you've got Two of Swords clarified by the Star. So I'm getting that Divine Feminines are on the war path right now. They're kind of getting ready for action. There's been a little bit of fear or confusion, like which way to go. So you're kind of on the crossroads. But as soon as you go within, you clearly see that guiding star, that's true north of where to go. In your specific situation, I don't mean anything like global, you know, cosmic force and whatever, but specifically where you are right now in life. You know, if you're on a crossroads, you already have the answer of which way to go. You just go within and you have all the power that you need, because you are that princess warrior that we see in this card. For Divine Masculines, we actually have the Star, the main card, clarified by the Chariot and Eight of Wands. It's number 7 and number 8, which is interesting. This is number 17, which is an 8. Right, so this is about taking action. This is about moving forward towards the goal. So Divine Masculines are getting some downloads, and they have a better understanding also which way to go, like, you know, where to turn the carriage. What is that, what is that ultimate goal? And for some of them, they are more focused on getting more focused around the relationship with the feminine, and they get extra downloads and signs of why this relationship is so special, why it's important, and why they should trust it. Trust themselves, right? And trust this person. For others, it's more around how powerful they are and that they can make difference in the world, how worthy they are, because that's the first step before they can actually be that worthwhile partner for their feminine. So understanding their place in the universe. I want to say their mission, but of course a lot of them will not call it that way. But just understanding what they can do and the difference that they can make in the world. Wow, it's pretty cool. And then for the connection space, we have the Temperance with Eight of Wands, clarified by Judgment. I think this is all pretty straightforward, that the twins are getting these messages, these insights into how to balance themselves and where they have been imbalanced in communication with each other, with other people, and even with themselves. That negative self-talk, that's also out of lack of balance, lack of awareness, lack of love inside, right? So they're clearly seeing like how the universe is helping shape them up and bring them back to the loving space. And also that they can take steps to be more in alignment with the divine plan, to be more aware, more awakened to the divine plan, by balancing themselves, by, getting higher in the higher vibrational energy. There we go. Okay, what is the challenge currently for divine masculines on their journey? What's the challenge? Okay, we got 3 cards. Wow, the 6 of Cups and Lovers. What's the challenge for feminines? Actually, I'm gonna take a different deck. All right, the World, 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Okay. What are the feminines wishing for on their twin journey right now? The connection. What are they wishing for? Sun. Wow. Yeah, pretty clear. What about divine masculines? What are they wishing for? Oh, the Chariot, which they already got. They definitely want to move forward. It's beautiful. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. That's the portal reading for you. Like I said, the energies are intensified, and the twins are feeling it more than usual. Like this pull to each other, and how huge, how important this connection is in their life. So, challenges. Divine masculines have gotten Lovers, 6 of Cups, and Page of Swords. So knowing what true love is about and how to make choices out of love in their life. That's the challenge. They're not used to it. They've, like, as we all are, right? The twin flames naturally have a lot of history with lack of love, with neglect, with abuse, different shapes and intensity, of course, but one way or another, that's the whole point, right, of how they need to rediscover what love is, and that it's their essence, it's their nature, right? It's their soul language. They kind of need to transmute and override all that traumatic experience that they've had in their life. And of course that goes for the connections as well, because they've had karmic connections that were not that true love. Whether it was with parents, with friends, with other love partners, it was dysfunctional in some sort of shape. So now there is this missing knowledge of how to navigate through the situation of true love. For divine feminines, the challenge we have 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords in the World. The challenge is to end certain karmic cycles, to get into that balanced state, but this is like, actually it's kind of has a mirroring effect, because it was about understanding and like intuitively feeling what are those choices in love, and what is the healthy behavior in relationships, right? We see something similar here because we see heartache for feminines, and we see certain patterns in behavior, certain cycles, right? And we can tell feminines have suffered just as much, if not even more, because they're more emotional nature, right? They're feeling it, they're more sensitive, they're feeling it deeper, right? So knowing how to spring back, that's what I'm hearing, from a place of heartache, from a place of despair, especially in the moment where it happens, where it's really painful and burning sensation of pain. How to get out of it, how to get back into the positive outlook. And not just pretend that nothing happened, right? That's not what I'm talking about. But be able to process it in a healthy way and move forward. And either release that person from your life, if they're not bringing value, if you don't see them in your paths going forward, or to be able to kind of reconcile it in some shape or form, right? So that there is this forgiveness and there is this clean slate to move forward. There is the calm waters, what we see with Six of Swords. And of course, the main person that we're learning this with is the Divine Masculine. Because they are our main source of triggers, right? By nature, that's how they help us like map out what do we need to work on. So nature, and because they're so close to us and so important, the heartache is even bigger than from anybody else who could hurt us in a similar way or do or say something like that. So yeah, that's the challenge, to be able to transmute heartache, learn from it, and move on to a high vibrational balance space. Not just in general, but with those scenarios specifically. Okay, so what are Divine Masculine solution for the connection? They have the Chariot. So they want movement forward with the journey. They understand there is this new level of awareness of, they know that this is the right path, the spiritual path, and having like being together with Divine Feminine. They really want to move forward, but they're missing certain courage and certain knowledge of how to swing that, how to move to that out of where they are, right? They need this magical carriage with lotus flower to help them actually get there from point A where they are now to point B where they want to be. They don't see a clear picture, but they really want to move forward. Divine Feminines. I'm hearing the Sun girls. Girls just want to have fun. Yeah, so some of you probably will resonate with the Sun. You're welcome to check out the lyrics. But yeah, it's they want the joy, especially with holidays coming, right? You want to believe in this Christmas miracle or whatever the holidays are in your culture, right? We want to make sure that our dreams come true, especially after all the work that we've put in. And like I was saying the other day, we're summarizing the year, and we're seeing where, you know, how much was done, how much we've grown. So we want to celebrate it. We want to have that joyful moment. Especially we want to have this joy and happiness with our masculine. To share this fun, to share the accomplishments. Okay, I'm gonna pull an oracle card from Keepers of the Light for each of the twins. Sorry for a longer read, but this is a total portal read, so yes. For Divine Feminines, we've got Queen Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Yeah, and as for offering the helping hand, that's one of the ways to get out of your head and to be able to get out of a place of shadow, is to help others. And especially as the holidays approach, there are so many different opportunities. Some more connected with money, some more connected with time, with effort. You know, you can do it in so many different ways. And that will definitely help you get into that high vibrational space. It's like a trick, but it's not a trick, right? Because you're actually doing something good. You are sharing of yourself. You're sharing love with others. And for masculines, that was too many. Let me try again. About Divine Masculine, what's the guidance from Keepers of the Light? For feminine, showing care and compassion, what we are good at, right? Remembering our feminine side. For masculines, Lady Nada, heart awakening. How beautiful is that? So, and if you look at these two cards, you can see the flower here with the heart chakra awakening, and you can see it there. Kind of like, to me, I was guided to show you this, right? So they are moving forward, divine masculines are moving forward with that heart chakra lit up. The heart chakra is awakening. That's how the portal is helping awaken it further, and for them to understand that this is worth pursuing, worth putting in efforts, going outside of comfort zone, all of those things. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. It's another thing the Chariot is about. Balance. Okay, and now we have the Hermitary Card. So what would divine masculines like to say to divine feminines during the portal time? Let me shuffle a little bit. Okay, maybe not. I did shuffle actually. Anything else? Okay, thank you. That's enough. We have listen to your heart. I'm addicted to you. I need more time. And let me have you. All the beautiful things on all levels. Divine masculines are really craving love and care and warmth from their feminines. What about feminines? What's the message to masculines during this portal time? Okay, have even more. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit of this energy. Do you even see me that way? Do you even care? You are right. So what I'm getting from these cards is that divine feminines ideally would want to see more affection and more attention from masculines, but they understand why it's not the best way to go there right now. It's best to keep space. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. You make me want to do bad things. So it's a mirror of that card that was I'm addicted to you on masculine side. And with the King of Wands for both twins, the bottom of the deck, we can tell there's a lot of passion in the air right now. A lot, and that pool that I was talking about at the beginning. Think before you act, and I'm in so much pain. So yeah, it looks like there is certain heartache for the twin flame, for divine feminine collective, that they need time to sort out, to find peace with, and to move forward from. For a lot of you, I'm getting this is because of this being, you know, holy time when we usually get together with our loved ones. And for us, our twin flame is intuitively, and for some people more consciously, for some people subconsciously, that nearest and dearest person. And if they're not around to share the festive moment, to exchange messages of love and, you know, good luck and best wishes for the next year or for the holiday season, it is painful. But yeah, know that if you show that love and compassion to others, get outside of your head, it will definitely come back, you know, 10 times more to you. And you will see that with your twin flame as well. This has been exciting. I'm excited to see all that movement, all those shifts of energies. Thanks very much for being with me, guys. And I'll be back soon with more readings. Bye.